Hello, this is Steve, Dichroic Glass Man. This is a different kind of setting than my usual videos. And it's also going to be a different kind of theme, conversation, and direction. I've been reluctant to do my spiritual videos on YouTube. So many people want to argue religious concepts, family, licenses, doctrines, disciplines, medicine. Everybody's got a specific argument to pitch. I'm not here to argue with anybody. In fact, this video is quite different about the argumentation. I've never really gone to cemeteries before, and I know some people really like going for different reasons, some more obvious than others, but some to see spooks or orbs or ghosts, or I don't know what they're looking for, but they're clearly looking for something. I live right across the street from this place. This is in California. And cemeteries are not cool places to go to in the idea that a lot of people died. Some of these people are your people. And this is just a microcosm of one cemetery that the idea is all over America. We have these cemeteries. Duh. Well, if you talk to the locals in each cemetery, there's some pretty famous people. Some more than others, but generally in every cemetery, somebody would be publicly recognized, a great contributor of such. And what I want to do in this video is do something a little bit different. Yeah, granted, there might be some famous people here, and they were recognized throughout life through public recognition and such, perhaps holding a public office, perhaps an award, accommodations and such. Just basically the idea that they were recognized. But who comes into the cemeteries and recognizes the people that silently lived their lives and silently left this earth? Really what I want to do is introduce the idea that perhaps you, me, and other people who observe this video, and I encourage you to send the link to this video to others and see what you think. I don't think it's a morbid idea of what I'm getting ready to say. But just to go into the cemetery, and I spoke for about 20 minutes as I sat in this cemetery by myself out loud, as though these people were listening, which there are no people here. I believe that when a person dies, you join up with the white light. Some sort of way of living life eternally. I know I don't want to go religious, so I'm going to try to keep it just basic. But the bodies are here, but not the spirit. The human being, while it's alive, is a creature that's being. And from what I understand, when the human being dies, it's no longer called a human being. It's just simply called a body, because the being has left. Well, what I want to do is I want to stand in this stead and just recognize all these people, that they obviously knew something. These people knew something enough to have lived and died, transitioned, and the proof of it is the headstones. If they lived a year, 2 years, 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, 100 years, they obviously knew something enough to be alive enough to have died and had a headstone to mark the fact that they did live. They knew something when others didn't, that didn't live on some level. I know that sounds maybe a little bit corny, but what about all the people here that just never got recognized for being cool people or great people? Some of these people's stones are broke. I'm not going to turn this stone over. Not going to touch anything. Some people have nice stones and other people's falling over, broke, perhaps vandalized, I don't know. Just on some level, I'd like to recognize the fact that all these people are great. The fact they lived long enough to have a headstone tells me they were great in some way. I just want to recognize these people. What if we all went into our local cemetery, a group of 2 or 3 or 10 of us, and just sort of sat down and gave thanks and gratitude for all the people that lived and died and helped pave the way for the rest of us? Maybe somebody in this cemetery really gave something to humanity, very important, and there's no recognition of it here. We don't have copies of diplomas and licenses and awards here. This is just commemorating people that lived and died. So on some mass level, if we all went into our local cemetery and just gave thanks to all the people that perhaps helped us to have a better life today by giving of themselves and their lives. And here they are, with very little recognition. Stones falling over. I'm not degrading this cemetery for perhaps not having the upkeep that it could have, but just commemorating these people, thanking them. I'd like to do my part in thanking humanity in some way. Just saying hello. Thank you for all the stuff that you've probably done, and just want to recognize you. What do you think? Something weird? Something you could do? Walk around, look at the stones, say hello, say thanks. Wonder what it would do if there was a day of all of us in America going to a cemetery and on a national level just giving thanks to all the fellow humans that lived before us. Everybody contributing by way of a smile or an incredible salesperson at the shoe store. Somewhere along in life, somebody touched another person's life, and they were great. Isn't that good enough? We don't have to commemorate everybody that created a vaccine or stuff like that, or created a car. How about just the people that made life worth living for? The ministers, the teachers that touched other kids' lives, and these kids went on to be good football players or good citizens. Just in those kind of ways. People that had infectious, intoxicating smiles and laughter kind of helped hold us all together during tough times. I don't know. It's just one of those kind of videos, just to kind of break the ice. What do you think? Is it a far-fetched idea? Or is it a good idea? We just thank all these people in some way, just recognizing them for the value that they are and were. It's a different kind of a video. Not teaching glass on this one. Not advertising my Pixie Bob cats on this one. Or my son playing sitar. Or all the other various themes I have in my videos. But just want to be grateful for all these other people that lived before me. Thanks for watching this video. Hope to have a couple constructive comments. Thanks. Bye-bye.